Hi guys, this is Jadesola, your favorite media literacy expert. And as always, trying to make our society the best version of itself, of ourselves, you and me, best versions of ourselves. So today we're actually going to be talking about a topic that is a little controversial, but I feel like we have to talk about it because, of course, we want to gain some good lessons basically. So it's about comedy skits, right? Are comedy skits actually helping our society or harming our society? I think that that's something we really, really need to talk about because when it comes to comedy, I think people tend to accept anything. And they say, oh, it's funny, blah, blah, haha, everybody's laughing and all that. But nobody really thinks about what sort of messages are being sent, you know, and how is it actually helping our society? These things that we're laughing at, are they actually beneficial for us? you know so we really need to understand this. Now, one thing I've noticed, especially with the recent comedy skits that we have all been imbibing in our society, namely Mr. Macaroni, Kiki, Sabino's, blah blah, all of that, like, it shows that these messages that are being sent do not actually help our society. It does not help our society. What does Mr. Macaroni constantly do? Talking about he's always portraying the cheating husband, you know, a very irresponsible man because he has money. Every girl he sees, he wants to, go to meet the girl. They all cheat, this, that. I'm just like, okay, why is it this that they're deciding to portray? I remember that all media messages are constructed, okay? So they are intentionally made, intentionally constructed by a group of people. So I'm just wondering, why are they choosing, to portray these things? And it's actually, this goes far deeper than you might think, actually, because there's a lot at play here that people don't understand. There's even a lot of spirituality attached to this that you do not understand. Okay, so but that'll be broken down in some of the other videos. But right now, we need to understand that most of the messages that they are sending will not actually help our society if it is imbibed. Okay, a cheating husband is the surest way to destroy a family. Okay, and the devil does not want us to be united. The devil does not want a man and woman to be united because that is the image of God, and the devil does not want that. So he does every single thing that he can to destroy that union. And he knows very well that cheating is the most effective way to ruin a relationship. He knows that in fact, that is like the surest way to actually get to people to, be torn apart. And that is why he consistently, pushes that, because he does not want, the unity of a man and a woman, which is the image of God. The image of God is not a man. The image of God is not a woman. The image of God is a man and a woman. So you need to understand that. But he's trying his best. The devil is trying his best to make sure that we don't understand that. And that is why you have so many wrong mindsets infiltrating our society today. People don't even understand the sanctity of marriage anymore. People don't understand. People are just in a relationship for games and things like that. And the devil knows that even if you accept this, even if as a man you accept this, even if as a woman you accept this, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because as long as God does not accept it, you will have to pay for your deeds. You understand? So it's actually a very devious scheme right here. So we need to get this. We need to get this. So just ask yourself, when you're laughing at all these comedy skits and all that, why is it these things that they continually perpetrate? Okay, this Mr. Macaroni now, for example, yesterday he released a skit. Kiki also released a skit. And both of those skits were focused on cheating. In fact, that's majorly what they focus on. And betting as well. So just ask yourself, like, why are these the only things that they can focus on? They are writing these things intentionally, right? They are trying to send messages, right? Why is it those sort of messages that they are continually sending you? Just ask yourself this question. Why is it that they want you to normalize? Why is it that they want you to imbibe? Let us gain wisdom, please, and understand that it's actually a lot more at stake here that it might actually seem on the surface. Now, the second thing that they perpetrate is betting, right? Now, I would actually say this is not really about Mr. Macaroni in particular, or any of these comedy skits makers in particular, but the messages that they have been told to perpetrate, okay? So these that's for betting now, right? You can say that it is the companies that are hiring him for, we're using Mr. Macaroni as an example now. You can say that it is the companies that are hiring him to promote these betting sites, right? But you should also know that betting does not help you. Like, oh my god, you are literally gambling, and they tell you that, oh, okay, yeah, it might be you, yeah, you might cash out big, but how many times do you actually know somebody that has cashed out big? They will tell you that, oh, you could make so much money quickly. How many people do you know that have actually made that much money quickly? They just make you imbibe all these sorts of nonsense because they want you to think that it is good. The devil actually wants to destroy lives. That is just the bottom line of everything. So any way that it can get you to do something nasty, any way that it can get you to do something bad, any way that it can get you to do something that will not profit you, it will make you try to do that, and it will paint it as if it will actually profit you. It will paint it as if it is the best thing, in fact. That's why you have drinking, all this and that these days being promoted excessively. Of course, yeah, we are all people, we all chill out once in a while and everything, but to an excessive extent, that does not help anyone. So just ask yourselves next time you're watching all these comedy skits, because they are not the only ones. Even American skits do it also. The movies, the music, they all send their negative messages also. You know. So next time when you're watching these things, just ask yourself this question: why are they intentionally? Remember, it is intentional. Every single thing you're watching is intentionally made. So why are they intentionally trying to make me believe all these things? Why are they intentionally trying to make me feel all these things? Why is it these things that they have decided to intentionally construct for me to see? Let us learn to ask the questions that are necessary so that we stop imbibing all these negative things and just laughing, thinking it's comedy, blah blah, not knowing that we're imbibing all such negative emotions, such negative perceptions. Let us gain wisdom, please, and I know that the Lord will help us to do that as well. So when it comes to the cheating thing too, I mentioned it earlier, but it makes it seem like it's only guys that do that. No, girls also cheat as well. So we need to understand that it is wrong for both of you, for both genders to be involved in that. It is not okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. You should not be in a relationship for game's sake. If you are in a relationship for game's sake, know that you have been influenced negatively and that you need to unlearn certain things. Okay, know that there's a problem somewhere. Just know that. Okay? So let us recognize the sanctity and the importance of relationships for what it is. And remember, these comedy skits and so-called and whatever you want to call them, they are intentionally targeting relationships for a reason. Because they know that marriage is a mystery. Okay, even if you might not know that, they on the other end, they know that. Okay, they know that marriage is a mystery. They know that God intended marriage for a particular purpose. And the devil is trying his very best to ensure that does not happen to anyone. So understand this so that we do not imbibe the wrong messages that will make us turn against each other, because that is the ultimate goal. So understand this and let us learn the proper things, the proper ways to be, the proper ways to interact with one another, the proper ways to build a more humane society that actually knows the right things and does them. Okay? So may the Lord help us all with that. See you next time. Like I said, I am one who cares, and I'm trying to make us all the best version of ourselves. So, take care, guys. Next time.